A very good morning to you. Now, around now is when we would see trickles of pupils and parents coming in to drop them off. What are you seeing on this first day back after the shocking incident at the school?
That's right, Siveka. There has been a very steady stream of pupils into this particular institution. So some parents really trying to put on a brave face as they are dropping their children here. Others really, when you just go back to this incident, they were very vociferous about the fear that they had and also when they rushed to pick up their children. But of course, today it's a visibly calm day here at Edenvale High School. And we know that there was a counseling that was offered to the staff, to the teachers and the school children here. And Yuveka, just to give us a further context here, we're joined by the Education Department spokesperson here in Gauteng. That's of course Mr. Steve Mabone. So a very good morning to you, sir, and thank you so much indeed for joining us. First of all, are we winning a fight in ensuring that our schools are crime-free?
Look, as the department, we work tirelessly with all our stakeholders. As you will know that our responsibility is education. We care more about what is happening in the classroom. But incidents like this, they are an eye-opener, which means that we must also focus more on what is happening, outside. Because you'll understand that such incidences, they're not welcome in our space. Hence, we work very closely with the Department of Community Safety, and they've made an undertaking that they're going to be prioritizing us, making sure that our schools are, secured and safe, and so that our learners are in a space where we will be saying they are safe. Working very closely with them will really assist us. And like as the MEC has already made a plea so that we are, prioritized. And we are happy that authorities, they've responded very positively, and that actually give us, something, to say, look, they are willing to work with us. So definitely there will be some improvement by look of things.
And Mr. Mabona, how do we ensure that in our school facilities we reduce the availability of cash, for a lack of a better term? How do you ensure that the schools, they not really become a soft target?
Look, there's a circular that is en route actually to all the schools to say let's manage, our cash, let's improve on how we manage cash. So we'll be giving them advices on what is it that we need to do. We know that there's schools that actually they don't even manage cash that much. There's some, tokens that they use at school. There's some, all those other, modalities. And when one were to deposit or to, pay anything at school, they use the bank, EFT, they deposit. So they've actually made sure that there's no cash that is brought at school. So we will, amplify that management of cash at our school so that, criminals know that there's no actual cash, because intelligence go to these people to say there's cash that is being managed, and including when we are about to go for trips. I mean, we need to manage things better. There's cards that we can have so that we utilize them wherever we are going. So that we will prioritize as a form of making sure that we improve on how we manage cash, in our schools.
And on this very particular school on Thursday, so a lot of people were traumatized. They were petrified by what happened. Is your counseling service still ongoing, or have you concluded that?
Look, we were fortunate that we didn't have a full capacity on the day of the incident. Like, for instance, grade 8, learners all of them, they were not at school. In some other grades, it was not, the entire population, because they were busy with some tests. So it was a blessing in disguise for us. So on Friday, when we conducted counseling, we did our utmost best to cancel all those that came on Friday. Some they didn't even know that this incident occurred, when we started with the process of counseling, and then it worked very well. I mean, our staff were actually cancelled, everyone that is in the environment. So we are quite satisfied with the process. Hence, we said today we are beginning with our curriculum, unless if there's one or two learners that feel that they need that we will then give them that service. But we are continuing today with our curriculum.
All right, and just before I let you go, Mr. Mabona, just briefly, the issue of e-learning system, that appears to be another double-edged sword for you. It's great initiative, but also it seems to be attracting criminals. Just briefly.
No, look, like MEC will tell you that we are focusing. I mean, we need to prepare for the fourth industrial revolution. So we can't say we're not going to introduce e-learning because we are looking at criminals that will be coming in our schools, taking our equipments. We're not going to stop to do that. Hence, we will put an emphasis in working very closely with the law enforcement agencies to support us, but we're not going to be derailed by criminals because our future must be bright, and we are heading for good things. So education in Gauteng must change the way learners will turn out to be. We want people to produce things here. We don't want to buy everything from China, including Skaftin.
Of course, that was, Steve Mabona from the Education Department here in Gauteng, really giving us a comprehensive interview about the plans of making sure that the schools in the province are crime-free. So that's a very mammoth task from their side to ensure that they try to minimize the very incidents from occurring in our schools.
All right, thanks very much. That's Kailish Kamalo outside Edenvale High School.